Hello and welcome back to our series around the Goldsmith indices of body symmetry. We're getting closer to the end and we are, hang on because I've just touched that. Hello and welcome back to this series around the Goldsmith indices of body symmetry. We're getting closer to the end. We're on procedure 3. So let's take a quick look. So we're thinking about the response at the pelvis to abduction and external rotation. So we've still got the legs at 70 degrees. There's a whole shuffle round of the different people, which you'll see in the video. So it's kind of, when you get to this point, it's like, you know, you're on the home stretch and everybody kind of gets a little bit of a move around. But it's really quite simple. It's the most subjective of the measures, but it still has the inter and intra-rater reliability. Okay, so when people are doing this, you can feel a little bit kind of, well, when am I feeling the right thing? Is it, you know, so it is more subjective. Again, with all of this, the more you do it, the better you'll get, the more confident you'll get in what you're doing. So what we're looking for is the measurer and assistant 1 are standing by the feet. Assistant 1, remember, that's the advocate, the person that knows this person really well, puts their hand on the knee and the foot of the leg that's going to stay still and keeps that leg still. Assistant 2 holds with the heels of their hands, securely holds the pelvis. You will have had to have lowered the plinth in order for this to happen. Usually we've got that plinth nice and high so that we're not bent over trying to measure in awkward positions. Now we've got the plinth really low and assistant 2 is coming over and they've got their hands securely holding the pelvis. And then the measurer holds onto the leg paddle and the knee and then slowly takes the leg out until assistant 2 tells them that they can feel the pelvis responding. Okay, and what I tend to say is that I want assistant 2 to look away from me if I'm the measurer. I don't want them looking and thinking, well, it was about there last time. I think it's about there. So just tell them to turn the other way. And then, yeah, it's, as I say, sometimes I've measured with people and they say they can feel nothing. Other times I've measured with people and I haven't even moved the person's leg and they can feel the pelvis respond. And it's like, so it's subjective, but it still has that reliability that we know and love. So if somebody is windswept, then the pelvis, you feel the response in the pelvis later. So you have to take the leg. If the person, say, is windswept to their right, when you take the right leg out, it will go further and you'll have less of a response here than when you take the left leg. So just to put that into context again, we've thought about this little girl that I've measured this week who is windswept right, and these were the results when we looked at her right leg compared to her left. Okay, so it just fits that picture. Again, if you've got all the way through this, if you start to get numbers that don't fit the picture, they either don't fit what you're looking at, you know, you can see that a person's very clearly windswept and yet the numbers are telling you they're not. There's all sorts of reasons why that might be. So get in touch. I'm more than happy to help. And then, as we say there, so Simple Stuff Works, free unlimited CPD certified training for anybody with an AMI. Myself and Anna Goldsmith will come out as Goldsmith and Goldsmith. Sounds like a really poor double act, but we offer private assessment and measurement services. Born at the Right Time for all your CPD online, CPD certified co-productive postural care training, and Clinical Excellence Online, which is a coaching platform for paediatric therapists. I'm on the panel of experts within their clinical area who offer support for therapists who are delving into that particular area. So we work and we coach therapists with individual children, and it's a brilliant platform and great fun. Get in touch with me if you'd like to, training@simplestuffworks.co.uk, and you can always phone the office on 01827 307870 if you would like to talk to somebody. All right, take care.
So now we've all changed places for the last part of the measure. Our assistant one, the advocate, comes down and supports me with regards to holding Nell's foot and leg and stabilizing the leg that I'm not moving. Again, we go right side first, and assistant two, Anna, is going to be holding on to Nell's pelvis. And the idea basically is that we are looking at isolating each leg to see the influence that the one leg has on the pelvis. It's the most subjective of the measures, as we said before, because it does depend very much on when Anna feels that movement. You'll also notice that the plinth is much lower because Anna needs to come above Nell's pelvis in order to hold on to her nice and securely. And so what we do is, and the other thing is that Anna is looking away. All right, so we don't want her thinking, oh, it was about there last time. So Anna looks away, and then all we're going to do is very slowly, because what you don't want to do is get a catch if you take the leg too quickly. So what we do is we take the leg out, and then when Anna lets me know, so let's say, if you say when, there we go. So, and we have 43 degrees, and we come back up. And the other practical thing to know about this part of the measure is that whereas previously we went from right to left and we did both sides at the same time, because of everybody needing to move around, we will do the right leg first, and then Anna will move over to the other side. I will move round to where Gemma is, etc., etc. So we do right leg 4 times, and then we'll do the left leg 4 times. And those are our 3 measures. So we have whether the child can achieve the optimal start position. So when the knees are upright, is the pelvis level? With a level pelvis, where are the chest dimensions? We look at symmetry of movement, and that will tell you the Windswept index. That will give us an idea of the relationship between legs and pelvis to the right and to the left. And then finally, we're looking at the position of each, the influence of each leg on the pelvis. You don't have to do all 3 measures in one go. You can split the measure up if the child can't tolerate the full measure. But it should take the entire process. You should be looking at about 15 minutes from start to finish. Key to that is preparation, and we'll talk about that separately.